All right. Here we are back again. It's been a while. By that I mean it's been 5 days. Close enough. All right. Rain on the horizon, a good sign. Alrighty, I'll give it a minute or two just to make sure everything's working and nothing explodes. Then we shall begin. That's my hope at least. All right. Cool. The audio works. It's a good last step. All right, hello everyone. Whether you're watching on the VOD on Twitch or the VOD on Twitch or the VOD on my YouTube channel of the same name, just where I'm uploading the VODs because Twitch for some reason deletes them after 2 weeks, which is very annoying. So my VODs can also be found on YouTube if it is a further back stream. If you missed the stream last Thursday, recommend go watching that first because it has everything from the transfer portal and our first game up against Ball State, which, as you can see, was way too close for comfort, which terrifies me for the Big Ten games to come. But we beat Ball State. Offense did really well, I thought. Defense didn't have the best first half, but then they shut Ball State down in the second half, which we will take. Time of possession was perfectly even at 30 minutes apiece. That is the highlight of this game. So, games on the docket for today. I think getting to the bye week might be a little ambitious, but we'll see. I definitely want to get through the Penn State game since last year they were the best team in the Big Ten, just to see how we stand. They'll probably beat us by 20. I'm just accepting that fact now. So practice, we have Illinois today, who not the best team in the Big Ten. I believe they finished. Yeah, they were, average, below average team, essentially on the same level as us, except we won a bowl game. They did not get invited, which is awkward. So they were not a very good team last season. This season, they beat ranked Texas at home in week 1. So they're hot, really good opener. And then they have us for their first and only away game in the first 4 games, which is kind of rough. Like, this is just tough in terms of away scheduling, but that's just me. So we have practice to figure out for Illinois. Again, we only have 1 week's worth of data. It looks like they're about the same passing and rushing. We're just going to try to stop the run. That just needs to be a consistent thing we do till the wheels fall off. And then it looks like they were worse against the rush, so we'll just do rushing for both. Auto sim the practices, as is my want. All right, let's talk recruiting. So currently, I have 29 targets and I've offered 23 of them. So let me just see. Or I guess none would that wouldn't get to what I want. Oh no, it does. Cool. He's the 4. Does that math track? No, it does not. It didn't do what I wanted to do, and now I'm just sad. All right, let's just look at points ahead. First, I want to find the 6 guys that I'm not offering. So I'm not offering Jonah Alston. I think I'll give him an offer. He's got B minus potential. I'll take that, and then the rest are going to be the the late ads last time around. 62 C plus. Nehemiah Manningham and a man as well. Larson, I know I'm going to offer, and we're going up against Illinois for his signature. That could get spicy. John Carpenter, same boat as Nehemiah. I might as well offer him both. That way, if I don't get one and I get the other, I'm fine. And then both Proctor and Vincent Hurd will get updated. Football Coach did have a update prior to my last stream. That's why you can see here this little symbol. That's where they are in the priority order. And I believe they also changed some things with substitutions as well. I could just pull it up. That could just be the move. That was when that update was on the 10th. Ah, they added signing day commit limit. How dare they? Right after I signed 4 quarterbacks. Where was that previously? Anyway, it's fine. I am a QB factor at this point, just as is my want. All right. Let's talk shop really fast. Obviously, I have 11 target spots open. One thing I did want to do is just look at my points ahead with initial contact, and then prior to the stream, I was bored. So I scouted essentially the top 5 or so guys that I hadn't looked at before. And there are a couple with A or better potential, so I am going to scout, or target rather, Jonathan Calderon, as well as Nicholas Morrison, even though these guys are 2-star prospects, or Purdue. Last year I was competing with the MAC for a quarterback recruit. So that's just where we're at. So that'll help fill out the list a little bit. Oh man, we're going to have to fight for Warren Grimes. How dare you, Western Michigan? Just let us have it. All right, so let's look at targets really quick and just see where we stand. We're not scouting any quarterbacks. At this point, it doesn't make any sense to whatsoever because this is our quarterback room. Cade McKee is our quarterback for the next, could be 3 years. And then we have essentially 3 backups that are all on similar levels. The edge goes to Antonio Stevens in the sense that he's the dude I recruited heavily. However, Alberto Randall is just the best in terms of potential. And then Jerry Jane is just, he's there, you know, he's there. He's just chilling. But yes, we have a QB factory. I already know at the end of the season, I'm probably going to be releasing 2 of those guys just so they have a chance to sign with another team. Instead of wasting away here, I imagine the 2 will be Miles Bland and Jerry Jane, but we'll see. Back to recruiting before I got interrupted by my 19th tangent. Running back is a position that I'm targeting in recruiting simply because we need better depth. I like Ymir Horn, but if I have to go into next year with him as potentially our second running back, we're in deep trouble. So I looked at a JUCO guy, Angel Hunter, 71 overall A potential. He has already scheduled visits with Northwestern and Minnesota. So I'm going to schedule him, I guess, against OSU. And I'm just going to accept the fact that we're not going to get a big boost for him. Eric Mosley, obviously, we already had his visit in week 1 against Ball State. UTEP then decided to one-up us and schedule a recruiting visit in week 6. So provided they win that game against Jacksonville State, they'll get a bigger boost. That said, I would still like, Mosley's signature. Zane Ramsey, I'm also going to schedule a visit. Man, the fact that my only 2 later options are OSU and Michigan is rough, but I guess Michigan. At the moment, Angel Hunter is the priority just because he has 6 higher overall points, irregardless of the fact that he's a JUCO guy. I need him in the building. So I'm just going to do 2 good pitches or okay pitch rather. For those two, and that's our running back room unlock. Wide receiver, just shotgun blast. I need bodies in the wide receiver room. We have two of our best wide receivers graduating, and the guy after him, Carter Shields, has an 80 overall. My current seventh wide receiver is a converted tight end, and we have nothing below him in terms of depth. Tyro Dobbs is a junior. He's only going to be here for about 2 more years. Same with Carter Shields. I need to replace the outgoing wide receivers, and that needs to happen sooner rather than later. Hence the shotgun spread. I will gladly take any of these guys. Landon Sampson is the only one with a potential, and therefore he will be our focus. I'm even going to give him the ace pitch. We have a recruiting visit scheduled for him in week 3 against Iowa. Northwestern is also interested. I assume they'll schedule a visit soon. And the rest of these guys are on similar wavelength. They're all 3-star B minus potential. Nothing too crazy. It looks like Jace Cardona is going to be the most sought after, since 3 of the top 4 schools have already scheduled a visit. Should I match? I shall. So let's give him a visit same time as Vincent. I think with these guys, I'm fairly comfortable, since I'm offering them a scholarship now, not giving them a pitch, because they're going to get a big boost from that anyway. The exception being Cardona, I will give just a good... No, I lied. I'll give an okay pitch to, just to put some points on the board. The rest I'm fine with just chilling. Tight end, we're only looking at one, and it is Jonathan Calderon, who is the 2-star A potential having guy from Arkansas, currently Missouri State and Jacksonville State are the only ones interested. That said, based on our initial contact points alone, we're going to zip ahead on him. I am not going to offer him a scholarship yet, just in case something weird Actually, you know what? No. I get a scholarship in. 2,000 points. Let's secure his signature just right now. Offensive line is not the biggest group I've ever looked at. A couple of JUCO guys to replace what we already have. I'm a little fearful of getting a JUCO player that has a sub 70 overall, but his pass blocking is an 85. He has A minus potential, so that'll go up at the start of next year. I am going to want to schedule a visit with him against Michigan. I am also going to give a official offer to Nicholas Morrison, who has A minus potential. And then these two I want to keep pace with. So I'll do just an okay and then a good pitch. Ethan Stoville, I might just let us get lapped on him. We're not looking at kickers because we don't need to. Well, should be fair. Should be fair. Pearson did miss one of the kicks. I might actually look at kickers. Let's do so. Let's pivot. Who doesn't love a good pivot? Let's look at kickers. I can't scout any of these guys, which is very annoying. I'm gonna wait. I'm gonna wait until next week to look at kickers. Where was I? D-line? D-line, probably our biggest position of need. And we need guys. Ahmed Palmer is going to be like the golden jewel at this point. I have yet to offer any NIL money. I usually wait a couple weeks in, let things kind of get sorted out before I do that. Palmer, though, is extremely interested, and if I offer him his market value, I will get 745 points. So that's pretty nifty. Actually, yeah, let us do so. Let's just round it up to a nice 500. Palmer, I mean, he would probably be our second best D lineman next season, depending on how high his overall goes. Other than that, Terry Dudley, I think I do want to save a scout or two to look at him to see if it would be worth pursuing. We have already scheduled a recruiting visit for him week 6 against OSU. We'll see how that goes. Warren Grimes, I'm just going to keep doing little okay pitches. Everyone else, I'm fine with holding pat on. And then my 97,000 linebackers that we're looking at, not very good. You have a couple C plus guys who. Do I just punt on them? I think I do. Yeah. Sorry, guys. Barry, I'll keep because I already offered him. I don't want to lose the integrity. Let's see. I think I would like Lane Bird in the building. I'm going to get him for Iowa. I know it's going to be an early visit. Oh no, Maryland's getting him week 2 this week. So we get a little bit of a boost. Boston College gets him week 11. That could matter. I'll give him a good pitch. Does he want money? Eh, it's not nothing. I'll float him just. What's his market value? About the same as the other guy. 9. Yeah, I'll take that. Um, I would also like to get Ferguson in the. God, this is. I'm gonna lose. I don't think I'll lose points when OSU inevitably beats us, but we're not gonna get a lot, and I think that could legitimately come back and hurt us. Cornerback. Oh, Noah, you're just not good, are you? You know what? It's fine. Finn Russell, I would like to get in the building. Let's have him show up at Rutgers. A potential. Come on. He is going to get my last good pitch. And then I would like to keep pace with Hawaii for Emmanuel Noble. And then we're not looking at safeties because my safety room is the strongest on the side. We are losing 2 seniors. One guy's being a Richard Jr., so maybe it is worth a look at safety, but I think we might. I mean, Skylar Russell will have a role next season. Randy Cummings, Sutton. So I think safety and kicker will be the focus next week. But it is this week, and we have a game against Illinois. We are favored by 3 points. That said, we're also at home, so it's essentially split. We had a better performance than them week 1 in terms of the counting stats, but they also beat a ranked Texas. They have no recruits visiting this week. Oh no, we're at home. We have no recruits visiting. Well, that's awkward. That's fine. All right, we will begin the coin toss. Turn the volume down on that slightly. Tails is Illinois' call. And it is indeed tails. They receive. All right, that is our preference anyway. We determined last week that zone coverage was just not what we're good at. So we're going to try just some man. Ooh, I did want to look. No, I have to wait for this kid to throw a pass. Jason Summers, are you a running quarterback? Not really, but he doesn't, 86 arm strength, 95 accuracy. That's a big number. Okay. So it doesn't look like he's going to run that much. So I don't feel the need to have a spy down there. But on 3rd down, I will. There we go. 4th and 7. They punt it. Good start. Now I'm looking for a clean game from Cade McKee. He had that turnover last week. We need him to be better this week. I think we're playing an Illinois team that on paper is better than Ball State, I would say. Oh, now. No, that drive died. That died in a hurry, but we get 3 points out of it. We are now going to blitz. Why? Blitz. I mean, we're just going to press them into oblivion. There we go. Negative 3-yard rush. We're going to bring the safety down for a spy. They converted. 5-yard pass. What is the point, Mr. Safety, of bringing you down into the box? Going to let a conversion happen. I ask you, sir, may I say, do your job. I'm not going to do engage 8 on 1st and 10 game. I need you to understand that. Third and 5. I assume they pass. And they do, and they convert. Third and 2, we're going to blitz. There we go. Carson Khan goes backwards again. We hold him to a field goal, which they make. All right. Our defense got carved a little bit. I'm not doing a sweep. Inside zone. 4th and 1, we're going to go for it. Inside zone again. There we go. Hayden Hagen with the conversion. Come on. We're going to let the clock run out so I can mainly figure out what I want to do. What line are we at? 46? Now, if we don't convert it, I'm going for it anyway, unless we get sacked. So I want to play that doesn't. A couple quick outs. If Cade wants. 4th and 4. Yeah, I mean, we're going to go for it. A punt here doesn't get us much. Turnover on downs, no dice. They do have a short field. But if we stop them here, it doesn't matter. No, 6-yard rush, guys. We're close to greatness. Our defense holds them to another field goal. Our defense is doing their job. Why did I hit the button on the halfback sweep? There we go. We're driving. The drive has now stalled. Why did I speak? Woo! Oh, yeah, that was a great pass play call, especially since they blitzed from that direction. So they only had 2 guys on there. We had 3. Nice. I am a play calling genius. 3rd and 4 from the 5. We are going to run it. Outside zone. 4th and 3 from the 3. Or from the 4, rather. I'm going to go for it again. Is this me going for it too much? Maybe. Halfback stretch. He only gets a yard. All right. Well, if we can... All right, we get the stop here. Oh, no. Donald Hicks muffed the punt, and Illinois recovers. Okay. You get 2 muff punts per season, and then I bench you. He's now at 1. Man, that would have been such good field position, too. I'm blitzing again. Ah. Okay. All right, and they have to punt anyway. Goodness gracious, guys. Our defense deserves a medal right now. I don't think we'll be able to get into field position, but I am going to try. 13 seconds. How many timeouts we got? 2? We can get there. There's a chance. There is no longer a chance. Yeah. I'm going to punt back to them. Donald Hicks choosing to make up for his muff punt returns the opening kickoff to the house. 101-yard return. Extra point is good. All right. That's about as good a start as we're going to get. 3rd and 8. I'm going zone. I'm breaking my rule. Good. They ran on 3rd. You know what? I am not going to question it. That said, the fact their offense only scored 6 points so far does lead me a certain way. I am going to turn Chew Clock on just to bleed some time. Hayden Hagen gets touchdown. Do I care about 11 points versus 12? No. So we'll take the extra point. Third and 12, we're just going to go 2 high safeties and make them beat us. They did. To be fair, I can't be mad. Alright, our defense is starting to crumble, but they ran it on 3rd and 4th. What an interesting offense they're running. All right, their field goal is good, so it's an 8-point game. And we open with an Ivan Richard 49-yard pass. Does first catch the... No, it's 3rd. All right, now we're just going to run the ball. Run the ball, run the ball, run the ball. Run the ball, run the ball, run the ball. Cool. I'm not doing... You know what? Screw it. Wide receiver run. You know, maybe the AI just knows more than me as Donald Hicks gets another run. Oh, boy. We're up by 14 now. Let's try to make it 16. Let's do a short pass with hitches. See if we get it. No dice. All right, 14-point game. At that point, I'd rather have it be the risk it and try to make it 16 than otherwise. We're going to let the clock run out. 3rd quarter's already over. 3rd and 16. Adrian Bergeson gets the deflection. Back to us. All right. We're just going to run the ball. Run the ball, 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 run the ball. Lean run. Yeah, you don't say. And Hayden Hagen with a 28-yard rush. There we go. I believe that's the backups coming in now. Yeah, all right, cool. So the backups are now going to come in. See if our backup defense can stop them. So far, the jury is saying no. Here, engage 8. I guess no, that wasn't engage 8. I'm used to engage 8 being the zones up top. No. Our backup defense cannot hold them. But you know what? They tried. They get the 2-pointer, so it's a 13-point game. They do not onside kick it, which is fair. But yeah, we're saying keep running the ball and hopefully just burn the rest of the clock on this drive. 3rd and 7, let's pass it. No dice, we punt. All right. The starters on defense are back after taking a drive off. Again? No, he's benched. Although I guess return specialist. Nah, you return it for a kickoff, but that's like if this were a closer game, that would matter so much more. But we get a fumble recovery. That'll do. They're calling timeouts. We're running it just like crazy over here. Do I want to kneel? Not really. Again, you seem to think I'm kneeling, game. They've insulted me. All right. We beat Illinois much more handily than I would have expected. Credit to the defense for locking them down for most of the game. Their 4th down efficiency says 2/0. Now, I am no math expert, but that seems like an impossible fraction. I mean, we had 7.2 average yards per rush. I know we had a bunch of big rushes, especially on this last drive, but like, look at this. Hayden Hagen, 14 carries, 128 yards, 9 yards a rush, 2 touchdowns. And this is a guy that was 3rd on Boise State's depth chart last season. He only played in 6 games. Okay. Sneaky bad day for Cade McGee, though. Less than 50% completion percentage. No touchdowns to his name. sneakily bad game from him. None of the receivers got the touchdowns. It was all running backs all day long, and I guess Donald Hicks's run. Don Hicks also fumbling the ball twice is not good. Similarly, our defense, despite the fact that they didn't get a lot of points, like no sacks, Illinois' defense, no tackles for a loss, no sacks, no fumbles, no picks. Us, 11 tackles for loss, one sack, one forced fumble. But man, yeah, their defense is not good. Obviously, Donald Hicks returned for a touchdown. Pearson, good day kicking the ball. We'll take that. All right. We are 2-0 to start the season. They're back-to-back wins against Ball State and Illinois. That'll play. That'll do. No injury news, which is great. Hayden Hagen gets the rush yards record. Donald Hicks gets the fumble record, but he also gets the return touchdowns and return yards. No injuries, which that's really good. We'll take that. Let's do practice focus first. So now we have Iowa, who previously last season went 9-4 with a bowl win against Notre Dame. So despite the fact that they dropped their last two games in the season, they were one of the better teams in the Big Ten. They beat Tennessee. They beat USC. We also beat USC, but they beat Penn State. And that's not enough. So far this season, they're 1-1, having lost to South Carolina and then beaten Michigan State in a 3-overtime classic game. Now they get us. So far, it looks like they're better at running the ball, so we'll try to stop the run, and they allow a lot of passing yards. So that's what we're going to work at, downfield passing, especially after Cade's not good game last week. All right, let's do recruiting. I said I wanted to look at kickers. I wanted to look at safety. So let us look at kickers first, and it's a bunch of 1-stars. JUCO doesn't really help us here because we already have our kicker for next season, so we might as well just look at high schoolers. It's a bunch of 1-star guys that are interested in us. Nope. Okay, we have our kicker. Done. Settled. No need. I guess I'll scout these. I'll scout the three. These top three. Okay, yeah. We have our kicker. Dallas Tire. Boom. Busted. All right, now let's look at safeties. Same filter. I'll scout these two here. Pretty good on Caden. I'll scout Peter as well, or target him, rather. Let me, just so I remember, put an offer sheet in for Dallas. And put offer sheets in for Caden and Peter. Cool. All right, so that's done. Let's get our targets figured out here. Running backs. Yeah, I have a feeling UTEP is going to beat us for Mosley, which is a bit annoying, but it also is what it is. So I think now better to prioritize Zane Ramsey and Angel Hunter. So I think let's do that. I'm also willing to offer Angel Hunter money if he cares about money. Extremely. I'm just going to offer these guys market value and just keep making bajillions of dollars. Since I'm offering that money, I'm not going to target him with anything. Zane Ramsey does not care about money, which I respect. I'll give him an okay pitch. All right, wide receivers now. We're still behind on the two that we discovered last week, which is to be expected. We're ahead on Landon Sampson. I'll do that. We're ahead on Landon Sampson, which is the goal. I think if we can get Landon Sampson and then one of Alston or Cardona, I'm a happy man. Brandon Larson would be better than Alston, but we're behind the 8 ball on that one. Guess I can schedule visits. Screw it. come to see us beat Michigan. Let's have some fun. Target wise, I think I'll just do, let's see, somewhat cares about money. Alston, no. Cardona, no. Larson does, so he really cares about money. I mean, he's a high school recruit and he's starting with a 72 overall. Like that's solid. I'll offer him 250,000. And then I will not need to give him a pitch. I'll give Jace Cardona a pretty good pitch. Air Force is chasing me down for Alston. I'll do an okay pitch on him. I have a visit for Proctor. I'll schedule for Michigan. Let's do an okay pitch for him. Okay. All right, tight end. Yeah, I don't need to do anything for Jonathan the rest of the way. Let's do Target. My 4 O linemen. Hi guys. NIL money. Nicholas is somewhat. Dodd is very. Yeah. Not very for Duke. And extremely. Okay, yeah. So if we want still, we'll probably have to pay him some money. I think I'm going to give my ace pitch to Duke to try to beat Marshall out for the lead. The other two, I think I'll just hang back on. Kicker, I'm not going to bother with a pitch because I found him and I get the scholarshipist. D-line, on the other hand, this is going to be a handful of pitches. All right, Ball State's still pushing hard for Palmer. I'll offer him a bit more money. I don't want to offer too much. I'll offer him a bit more money. And then of the rest, it looks like we're safe with Grimes. So these bottom 3, I care about Logan the most, so I'll give just a good pitch for him. I think I might wave the white flag on Aiden Baker. But we'll see. All right, linebackers of the 5. Oh, we're so close on Lane Bird. Maryland, just let me have him, okay? Just let me have it. How many could you do that for? Drew Duncan doesn't look like Iowa's pushing too hard. I would like to stay in the Camden Ferguson sweepstakes, please. And then Sebastian. I mean, I'm far behind on Sebastian already. Yeah, I think I stay like that. Corners, we're still the only school in for Corbin Hendricks, which kind of makes me worried. But it's fine. Maxim, oh my. Okay, so if I offer him essentially his market value, he'll go up by 830 points. Sam Houston just offered him 196. Yeah, I don't imagine Sam Houston State and UTSA have as much NIL money as me. So, keep this very simple. I'm just going to offer him essentially his market value and ride off into the sunset. Noah Johnson, Toledo scheduled a visit. I'll schedule into, I guess. I'll do the same for Noble. Noble I care about more. He'll get the good pitch. Lane. Do you care about money? No. That's a shame. Wish you did, buddy. I wish you did. Safeties, I'm already getting the boost. All right, so I have one good pitch I can just give to somebody. So no Johnson, I guess then. All right. All right, recruiting is done. All of that is updated. Now let us go in to our game against Iowa. This is our first time playing them. We have 3 prospects visiting today. A JUCO recruit, defense lineman Ahmed Palmer, and then high school recruit, wide receiver Landon Sampson, and linebacker Lane Bird. We're leading on the first 2, barely behind on the latter. So if we get good results here against Iowa, I think that'll pretty firmly get us in the graces for Ahmed Palmer and Sampson. All right, let us play our game here. Coin toss. Iowa makes the call. They call heads. It is in fact heads. The AI elects to receive. That is fine by me. And immediately they're off to the races. All right, hold on. Can their quarterback run the ball? He can. 76 is decently high for. Oh, he's a solid quarterback. 94, 84. Okay. How dare you? Well, they are. Well, they cut our defense to ribbons until the end, and they have to settle for a field goal. We will match with a methodical drive. Death by 1,000 inside runs, I think. I think that's just my plan at this point. Just death by 1,000 runs. And then I need Cade McKee to throw the football. And he fails at doing so. So we have to punt. Sadness. Despair. Some have even said unimaginable woe. Guys, I'm sensing a theme with our defense. It's called We Bend, Don't Break. All right, force him to punt. A score here would be nice. We will open with a deep ball, and that gets us 26 yards. I am an offensive guru, some have said. Some would be correct. Why? I keep instinctively hitting it when I see halfback S, because I assume it's halfback smash, which I like a lot more than the stretch, just in this game. I'm not doing a play action because I don't want to get sacked. There we go. Yeah, I'll let the clock run out. 0-yard rush is where I want to be in life. Why do you ask? 3rd and goal at the 5. I'm going to run it right down the middle. 4th and goal at the 1. If you think there's QB sneak. Or actually, I'll just do running back dive. Yeet! We get it. Jalen Manning, 1-yard run. Extra point is good. I'm blitzing again. I'm ambitious. 3rd and 2. They pass. Well, they did. Did not work out for us. That's okay. I'll bring my safety down as the spy. Aha! 4th and 8. They punt. Okay. Oh, no. Well, that was one of the drives of all time. Hey, Walter Ashford with an interception who then returns at 28 yards. That'll play. All right, if we can score here, which we do, Jalen Manning again. All right, got a decent lead now. But they've decided to try, it would appear. Why did we call a timeout there? I guess maybe in case we get the ball back with time. No. Yeah, I don't know why we call that timeout there. All right, they do get in the end zone, but we have time to spare. So let's just try to get ideally in field goal range. Touchdown would obviously be preferable. Who would suggest otherwise? Okay. And we did that with burning no timeouts. We just went down the field, bing, 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 bing. But now we have to defend them a little bit more honest. All right. That'll hurt their quarterback's completion percentage a little bit. And we are getting some great runs today. And then I give the ball to Ymir Horn, and what do I expect? I really should just move him down in the depth chart to fourth, but we'll see what shakes out. There's Marcus James gets the touchdown. Look at our boy all the way down there in fifth on the depth chart. Um, do I care about 18 versus 19 points up? I don't think I do. Let's just take the extra point. And we punt it away. What happened to Iowa? Last year they were a nifty team. But we're just kicking them out here. Oh no, why did I speak? Ooh, 7 yard. That's gotta hurt. I'm just gonna keep running the ball. I'm just gonna keep burning this clock, running the football, hoping and praying Cade McKee can complete this pass. He does not. Sure. Now, I'm not saying that I'm going to bench my starting kicker, but I have been thinking about it. 4th and 2, they're going to go for it. I bet they run. I'm going to blitz. Nah, they did run. I did blitz, but we didn't beat them. All right. Such is the way of things. Yeah, they're now at the 8. Now at the 6. Goal line defense. They don't get. Why would they kick a field goal? It's the fourth quarter. Field goal makes you down by 15. In what universe? I mean, okay. There's no fake field goals or fake punts in this game, so you can happily take those 3 points. You were at the 2 yard line. I am insulted by the cowardness I just witnessed on display. That said, Kate, I need you to complete a pass. I am beginning to tire of this man. 3rd and 3, I'm not going to blitz. I'm going to bring the safety down, though. 4th and 2, they punt. First of all, 30-yard punt return by Donald Hicks. Second of all, why are they punting? Who knew that my worst team in the Big Ten stream title was referring to Iowa at this moment? Goodness gracious. Goodness gracious me. Jalen Manning gets a touchdown, missed the extra point. Alex, buddy. Buddy. Sir. Sir. Not that it's going to matter in the slightest, but still. But still. All right. Backups are in. Ah, they almost got the stop. Oh, no. Let's get a sack. Negative 1 yard rush. Now they converted. All right. Onside kick is recovered. I think we're now just going to try to run the clock here. Alberto Rando gets his first career pass completion. Proud of him. Pearson makes the field goal to redeem himself, and that is game. We'll just let them run, some plays for pride, give our defense some reps. They failed to convert. Nah, let's pass on it. Let's have some fun. All right, now let's let it in. Okay. We beat Iowa in what can only be described as the most confusing offensive game plan I heard from Iowa. Our rushing game, that's passing. 5 yards a rush for us. I think a better performance from Caden Key, though he did have a run of like 3 straight incompletions, which killed an entire down, or drive. That also might be down to me and my play calling in that sense. Still no sacks from the defense, which is cool. Pearson missed a field goal and an extra point. I think his days of kicking are numbered, but don't tell him I said that. But good performance, especially from our tight end, Devin Clay. I've been needing a better game from him, and he did really well there for us. I think we did a good job limiting their passing game with Buchanan, only 4.9 yards an attempt. I'll take that and run with it. And no sacks for the team either. Just no one's getting sacked in our games. The quarterbacks are just loving life. So let us advance the week and see what transpires. FCS opponents do not count. Yeah, scheduling FCS opponents in this game has like no benefit. At least from what I have found. All right, so we beat Iowa. We are now 3-0. Wondering how the recruiting visit went. 520 points for Palmer and Sampson. 620 for Lane Bird. As I get an extra bonus because he is our second visit. Thank you very much, Maryland. Wow, it's a big boost. Cool. All right. Recruiting. Okay, first thing I want to do is just make sure that I have sufficiently scouted my guys. 1 scout. I'll give you 2 scouts. 2 scouts. 2 scouts. 1 scout. 1 scout. And 1 scout. Cool. I just want to make sure I'm keeping up with the scouting. Since right now I have most of my targets, I don't really need anyone else at this juncture. Oh yeah, quarterbacks I'm not looking at. All right, running backs. Hi guys, how we doing? Yeah, UTEP's still putting in a decent amount of points to Mosley. I do not think Eric Mosley is in the cards. LSU is pushing hard for Zane Ramsey. That is a bit disconcerting. I'll give him a good pitch then. Angel Hunter Northwestern put $300,000 and a good pitch on the table to stay with us. What's the order of the visits? He sees Northwestern this week, but then us 2 weeks later, and it's against the best team in the country. Okay, so I would not anticipate on that saving me. I'm going to up my NIL money I'm offering him by $350,000. That'll get me 1,000-point boost. So let's say Northwestern give 300 pitch plus 400. That's 7. They'd be 400 ahead with our 1,000. We're 600 ahead. I don't hate that. That nullifies their recruit visit a bit. And then Eric Mosley will just keep target with. Doing all this math is just painful. How do people do it? All right, wide receivers. Hi, guys. So Sampson, we leapfrogged Northwestern through. Not only that, they just did a target with us. Air Force now, it looks like, is going to be the bigger threat to stave off here. But we're pretty far ahead. I don't think I want to take my foot off the gas completely. I think I'll just do an okay pitch. Air Force is also pushing hard for Alston. Okay. Osuna, okay pitch. Jace. Good pitch. Larson, okay pitch. And these two can be target. Yeah, I'm just at a certain point, San Diego State offered him a scholarship, and so they blitzed. Yeah, they have Graham Proctor has 18 more interest in San Diego State than us. That's gonna be hard to match. Do I want to invite Jonathan Calderon to one of these games? Is that the move? Be like, hey, come on down, buddy. Nah, I think we get him no matter what. Oh, lineman. I think Stovall is just. Because here's my thing with Stovall, right? If we get Duke, he's going to be ahead of Stovall. For all intents and purposes. Wish you cared about money, buddy. Would make this so much easier. All right, I'll do my great pitch. When is his visit? All right, so he visits Marshall when they play Louisiana week 6, and then us in week 10 against Michigan. So we'll get a second visit boost no matter what. That'll be nice. We're the only team really in on Morrison. Air Force again, coming in hard for Dodd. Supposed to do an okay pitch. Then Stovall. I'll invite Stovall to the Michigan game. I am anticipating doom by then. Do I invite the kicker? I will invite the kicker against Rutgers. Right. D-line. Yeah, I think Terry Dudley at this point we're not catching unless our recruitment visit with him. Unless we beat OSU. If we beat OSU, all bets are off. Aiden Baker, I think, similar story. So I need to focus on these three at the top. Speaking of which, so despite the fact that we had a pretty big boost, Ohio, who he is way more interested in by 7, I assume that's because of proximity to home? Yeah. It's an A plus for Ohio. And they have A plus college life, to be fair. All right. So Ohio is going to be hard to stave off, especially since they also scheduled a visit. Yeah, Palmer we might lose. Oh boy. We'll offer him an additional 150,000. And then Grimes, I'm not worried. I'll keep him on target. I'll keep Willie Logan on target. An FCS school. Why would I don't know. Because that's the other issue with scheduling FCS in this game is that for the recruiting visits, you barely get any points because they're not of the same quality. So you don't get the win against unranked team even. All right, linebacker. So Lane Bird recruiting visit plus the money got us 1,000, which we needed because Maryland was on our tail there. Kind of just want to keep up the pace and give him the great pitch. Drew Duncan as target is fine, though Iowa just had a big boost because they offered him a scholarship. He's barely more interested in Iowa than us. We have better academics and we're closer to home. So hopefully that helps. So he cares about NIL maximum. I don't even know if I want to spend money on a 64 overall C plus recruit. $50,000? No. Ferguson, I think it's all about just keeping pace with Air Force. Corners. Okay. Sam Houston put some NIL money on the table. They got a 600-point boost. Okay. Okay. I see you. I'll up the money a bit there. Noah Johnson. So we do leapfrog Toledo. We're now in the lead. He visits Toledo week 9 and then us immediately after week 10. Manuel Noble doesn't, he does care about money. If I for mobile, let's say 400,000, gets us 827. What's my NAL money at right now? 3.8. Okay, 3 million is my cutoff for taking into the transfer portal. 3 million is my cutoff. I think anything else in a bit of danger on that one. And yeah, then I'll give my great pitch to Johnson. Do I want to give my great pitch to Johnson? No, I don't. I want to give my great pitch to Noble. And then that leaves the two safeties. Let me see where we're at after the. Oh yeah, we're fine. Okay, cool. Come on down, Kate. I'm really just scheduling everyone for this OSU game in which we're probably going to lose by 30, but it's fine. Yeah, I think my plan probably is to do Penn State, New Mexico State, and then start next stream against OSU. Seems like a good plan. All right. But we have a game against Penn State right now, who are currently 14th in the country. Last year in 2024, they went 9-4 with a bowl win against Auburn, who they crushed. And it looks like, looking at their schedule, I mean, they beat the teams they were supposed to beat, and then they dropped the games against Iowa. Coastal Carolina beat them. They lost to a ranked. They only played one ranked opponent the whole schedule, and it was OSU. Can you say soft schedule? Anyway. But regardless, so far this season, they're 2-1. They lost to Arkansas in double overtime. They beat a ranked USC team, and then they beat Northwestern. Now they have us. Okay. All right. That said, they're projected to beat us by 16 points. That's a big number, don't you think? Like 2 touchdowns? All right. Okay. Fair enough. They have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 recruits visiting this match, including a handful of 4-stars. What it must be like to recruit 4-stars. Most of them, they're either the leader or in second in, with the exception of Quentin Floyd down here. None of the 3-stars are the guys we're in on. Actually, I say that. Am I even... Yeah, I'm recruiting 0 4-stars. That's actually a question worth legitimately looking at. Are any 4-star guys, would they be interested, like any at all? Not really, is the answer. 72 interest for this O-line. Screw it. Let's say hi. Mr. Landon, hello. Do you care about money? You do. Well, before I offer you money, I should probably see how good you are. All right, let's go back into this game. Obviously, we're projected to lose. That said, last year we had many games we were projected to lose and we won. So let's do the coin toss. Tails, because it never fails. Except today, where it did. Heads, Penn State elects to receive the ball as the AI seems to want to do. I'm going to kind of break my rule against Penn State and maybe go heavier on zone. Because I'm not saying that we don't have the wide receivers to run with these, or the corners to run with these guys, but we don't have the corners to run with these guys. 3rd and 1, blitzkrieg. Send it. Send everyone. Ooh, they ran it with their QB. Oh, they have Griffin Rowe. Oh, no. So Griffin Rowe was the only transfer quarterback that we were legitimately in on. He was at Navy last season, and was not a good passer. Let's get that out the way right now. As you can see, 46% completion, as many interceptions as touchdowns, only threw 5 yards an attempt. Was terrible. But he ran the ball like a madman with 600 yards and a touchdown, average 50 yards a game. So he is the most mobile quarterback we will face. I can comfortably say that. 3rd and 13. I'm gonna have the safety be the spy. Hey, Edward Ford fumbles. Philip Alston recovers. Okay. That's a big stop now. Now we just need to put some points on the board. 4th and 3. The game recommends I go for it. Who am I to tell them no? And we get it as David Clay makes the pass. Come on. Makes the catch, I should say. All right. And one thing that separated us from our opponents last season is we did not kick a lot of field goals, and instead we went for it and got touchdowns. So against Penn State, that's something that we might need to stick to. That said, 4th and 9, I'm just going to punt. No, in the end zone. Alex. Worthless. DB blitz? I don't think that'll work. 3rd and 4, same idea. Safety is a QB spy. No, they ran it. Should I have seen that coming? Maybe. 3rd and 1, blitz. Right up the middle. Well, not to be fatalist, I think they're going to score on this drive. Yep, and they do. Edward Ford gets touchdown pass. They make the extra point. All right, we're down 7-0. Our defense held as long as they could, but oh no. Oh no. 3rd and 13, corners, send it. Oh, and Cade McGee is sacked for the first time in 3 games. And we have to punt. That's rough. Hey, Walter Ashford with the pick. There we go. Ooh. And we were spawned with an immediate touchdown. Come on, lads. 3rd and 3? Screw it, engage 8. Am I a genius? Okay. They have punted. Now we get the ball to start the second half. So I am going to turn on shoe clock on the off chance this is a long drive that takes like 6-7 minutes. It does not look like it will take the, oh no. 45-yarder, kick it. Oh. Yep. Pearson is benched. He's missing kicks that. No, that was stupid play call. He's missing kicks that Caleb wouldn't. Yeah. 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 Cade McKee got sacked on the play action, and now we're at our own 3, huh? Fair enough. Hey. Wait a minute. Oh, I misread what happened here. Okay. Oh, it still had up tempo on. Dang it. Wow. Wow. Okay. They killed us on that one. I mean, yeah, we're going to try to get into field goal range at least. As we are sacked once again, and that'll be that. All right, we need a score. Like, if we have. Because realistically, if they score one more time, we won't be able to make up that difference. So we need to score on this drive. 3rd and 7, huh? Hey, Ivan Richard. They blitzed and we ran a play action. Oh boy. Caleb Lou makes the extra point. We're in business, and Walter Ashford with his 2nd interception of the day. Come on. Oh, and we have to punt it back. Dang it. That's a long pass. And Griffin Rowe runs it in. Down by 7. Man, that turned negatively, didn't it? Oh, I'm done with the Amir Horn. Who am I putting in instead? Harrison Waters, get some reps. He's killing me. 3rd and 5. Cade, please. Thank you, Cade. Thank you. Restoring my faith in humanity just in time to destroy it. Caleb makes the field goal. We're down by 4. 54-yard rush right up the middle, and we're running this. Okay. All right. 11-point game. We are now in trouble. Guys. I mean, 4th and goal to 4, I'm going to go for it. Because a field goal here cuts it to 8. They score at all, we're done. So. Hitches. And we get it. Donald Hicks with the touchdown. We are going to go for 2. It is not going to be with that play, though. All right, down by 5. And they get a 52-yard pass off. Well, it has been fun, everyone. All right, now we need to score, and we need to score quick. Because time is not on our side right now. Cade McKee is sacked again. 4th and 16. Yeah, I have to punt that and hope we get a stop on defense. Which we do. All right. We convert the clutch. 3rd and 7. 3rd and 9, we convert. Well, I mean, now I have to go for it and essentially just sling it down the field and pray. Corner strike. No dice. Pass is deflected. And that will do it. All right. Yeah. That is that. Remember when I said that 16-point favorites was harsh on us? Evidently not. Fourth and 5, huh? All right, we convert it. Do do I go for covering the spread? Maybe. We're gonna call a timeout, and we're gonna kick a field goal. Caleb missed the 38-yarder. Oh, the backdoor cover couldn't hit. All right. Well, Penn State decisively beat us, despite the fact we had three. If you would have told me that we got three turnovers off of Penn State and still lost, I wouldn't believe you. Like that's insane. And what killed us, interestingly enough, was just our utter lack of ability of getting our defense off the field. Like either we got a turnover or they scored a touchdown. Like that's just where we're at. And I mean, Griffin Rowe did not really have a good game. I mean, 9.2 average, that's higher than what most quarterbacks have gotten against us, but he just ran the ball down our throat. We couldn't stop him. They sacked us 8 times. We only got to Griffin once. They had 16 tackles to us. We had 4. Their defense is what won in this game. Also, horrendous showing from our kickers. Like, I don't even know what. I'm still going with Caleb in for Pearson, and then next year will be a kicker competition. But jeez, that was bad. And hey, that does show you that's the gap. You know, we're a competitive Big Ten team. They're in the top 3. Grant Ashley suffered injury. That's bad. Oh boy. Yes, he's out now. Isaiah Boone wants to play more. Well, buddy, you're going to get the opportunity. That said, you have F plus potential. So, in my opinion, you should shush. That's just me. Yeah, that's not good for our passing game. Or our pass defense, rather. All right, we dropped the Penn State game. The visitors all got 830-point boosts, so credit to the recruits on that one. Now we have New Mexico State. We need to win this game. If we lose to New Mexico State, OSU is almost surely a loss. Then we're back to 500. We need to win this game. For that, though, let's talk recruiting. We shall start with the running backs. Oh wait, who's the guy I added that I wanted to look at? Oh yeah, the 4-star lineman. Hi, how you doing? 2,300 points behind, huh? Huh? Oh no, he only has C potential. Well, good thing I didn't offer him any money. Yeah, we'll just cut him off from the list on that one, ladies and gentlemen, of the jury. Okay. Running backs, where do we at? Angel Hunter, we got 1,000-point boost, but Northwestern, their visit did not go great. They only get 370 points. They took a 100 hit to bad game atmosphere. Okay. That's pretty good. Because we'll get an automatic 100 boost from it being the second visit. What does Northwestern have on us? They have a better scheme fit, they're better college life, and better academics. Yeah, that could end up mattering. But right now they're 440 points away. I'm just gonna do an okay pitch and hope the recruiting visit goes well. Zane Ramsey is going to get a better pitch because I'm trying to stave off LSU. Eric Mosley, I'm just accepting he's gonna beat us out on. Did Harrison Waters get any carries last game? He got 5 carries for 18 yards. That kid's is not good. I mean, yeah, Ymir's just better. Yeah. I really should have added 2 running backs. I think that I think is a fail of last season's recruiting because we didn't really recruit any running backs outside of Harrison Waters, and Hayden Hagen came in from Boise, obviously, but he can only do so much. And Jalen Manning will losing next season. I need to hit on these running backs. If we don't, we're in legitimate trouble next season, especially with how our offense runs. Like, we need 2 really, really good running backs and a 3rd solid running back. Right now, we do not have that 3rd. All right, let's look at wide receivers. So we are ahead on Jace Cardona as Toledo only gives the target pitch. And again, we have the last visit, so if it comes down to the wire, we could have the final word on him. Okay, Air Force zoomed to the front because they finally offered him a scholarship. Oh boy, I'm not liking where these wide receiver races are in. Do I want to just schedule a visit for Alston? Will I lose points though because there's 2 wide receivers already there? One way to find out. Okay, let's figure this out. So Samson cares somewhat about money. If I offer him essentially what he's worth on the market, I don't get that much of this. I think Samson gets my good pitch. Cardona gets my great pitch. Here, let's essentially fully scout these guys. Just so I know what I'm looking at. Okay. Okay pitch for Alston, the rest get target. I think that's my call. Tight end. We're just chilling. That's good old Jonathan over here. We're just chilling. All right. O-line. Kentucky and Air Force both took their feet off the gas for Brain Dodd. That's good. Marshall, though, big bonus as they offer a scholarship to Duke. That said, he has more interest in us. So he's not. He's interested in facilities, which is one I haven't seen that often. But facilities aren't great, so that could come back to hurt us. Potentially. What do I want to do here? I can add Dodd to my list of visits. You know what, Dodd? Come to the OSU game. You know, sit down, stay a while. I think Duke, I'll give my good pitch. No, I lied. I'll give my ace pitch. Just to try to keep pace with Marshall. These 2 can be target. I'm essentially punting on Stovall. We're not going to get him. Kicker. Hi, Dallas. And I think I'm fine just staying with target on him. All right, switching gears to the defense. D-line. Oh, I'm liking where we're at here. So 300 points from West. Oh, that's a minus on the screen. Well, that's rough. I'll remember to give him a little okay pitch just in case he doesn't revolt against me. Palmer looks like Ohio offered him money and gave him a great pitch. I really don't want to lose Palmer to Ohio. Willie Logan, I think at this point we're just gonna get if we actually, yeah, we need to put his visit here because then Minnesota's facing an FCS school. They're not the ones I'm worried about. Boston College though are. I'll do a good pitch. These two we're not getting, which is a bit of a shame. Linebackers. Oh, Iowa. Hello. Iowa put money on the table for Drew Duncan. Well, ain't that something? You can come to the Mission game, Drew. Stay a while. Did Maryland just have their visit? Oh no. Oh, they offered him $200,000. Really, Lane? How about I offer you 150,000? Okay. And then Ferguson can get one of the good pitches. The rest can get targets. That only leaves me one pitch for all my corners. I think I'm fine giving it to Noble. Man, I'm investing in the corner position. Never let it be said that I let my defensive backs go to die. Cool. Peter wants a visit. Hi, Peter. I'm scheduling so many visits to these schools just for us inevitably to lose by 45. It's fine. All right, so New Mexico State. Last year they went 5-7. They lost all three of their non-conference games, which is rough for them. They finished strong. They won two in a row. So far this season, they're 1-3. They won their opener against Southern Miss, but then lost 3 straight conference games. Now they're facing me. So this is a game I expect to win. Practice focus. Looks like they're pretty good passing the ball, so we'll work to limit their downfield passing. And offensively, it's dealer's choice. I'll work on running and auto sim that. All right, let's go into the game. We're favored by 7.5 points. Looks like they're decent at holding teams to not a lot of points. So it could be a fun one. They do have a handful of visitors here. They have 10. They have 10 recruits visiting. Looks like they're in the fight with UTEP for almost all of them. So good luck to them. Let us begin. We shall tails because it never fails. I knew it. We're going to defer. I think if we get a stop, score, I'm a happy man. And we get an interception from Walter Ashford. Walter Ashford just gets picks and I love it. Oh yeah, I forgot to check. Is their quarterback a runner? 71 ball carry vision. Probably not. Nah, not really. He's not a runner. It's also not very good. So I just look at his numbers. Prone to some turnovers, it looks like. All right. This needs to be a bounce back game from Cade McKee. I have to pass it 3 times in a row there. That is not where I want to be. All right, let's get back to running the ball. We need a good game from Cade. Because listen, I can't bench him, right? The guys behind him are objectively worse, and it's not particularly close. So he just needs to be better. You hear Horn with a touchdown run. He must have heard me. He's like, all right, you want to bench me? Bet. All right, Devin Clay looked good. We need to get Devin Clay involved in the end zone. All right, we're up 14-0, ladies and gentlemen of the jury. Uh-oh. Why wouldn't you go for it? You know what? I'm not going to question. End around at the 8. See, if that gets blown up, it's trouble. So let's not. 3rd and 3, we're going to run it. Good call. Why does Hogan only have 2 rushes? I sense nefariousness. Dare I say, skullduggery as Hagan comes in for the touchdown. Okay, yeah. I think we're going to win. I have this sneaking. I'm turning 2 o'clock on. Just listen. Listen. We're just going to have a running clock, you know what I'm saying, like in high school ball. Did not mean to do a bubble screen there. That was me just instinctively clicking simplay. That was stupidity at its finest. Oh boy. 3rd and 9, I'm gonna blitz. Well, fair enough. And they punt. All right, 2 clock is on. Cool. I'm just gonna, run the ball. Chillax a little. All right, fine. You want to call your timeouts? I'm just gonna mess around and call Z shot across for a touchdown. Or we punt it away. Fair enough. All right, we get the ball to start second half. 2 clock going back on. And now we're just gonna run the ball. Maybe pass it, but also run it. Cool. I like, a good, relaxing game. This is nice. All right, you hear Horn with another touchdown. Why is Hagan running so little? I guess to be fair, he is only the backup, but I don't know why Horn is running so much. Uh-oh. Has their offense come to life? Their offense have come to life. As Levi Estes finds the end zone. And New Mexico State scores for the first time with 7.5 minutes left in the 3rd. Okay. Oh, and then Cade McKee turns it over. And Estes gets another run. We have a game on our hands again. Yeah, this is why you can't get too complacent. And Cade McKee sacked and fumbled. Oh, boy. And suddenly, unless, all right, it's an 11-point game now. Oh, wow. Cool. Okay, let's relax. Let's chill. Let me look at some numbers really quick. Yeah, I mean, they're just running it. Averaging 4.7 pass yards per attempt, for crying out loud. This game should have been over. But then listen. They're getting some points on the board. But yeah, we need a long drive. Just chillax. Cool. Yeah, if we score a touchdown, it's over. If we score a field goal, there's a chance it's over. Cool. And they punt. Alberto Randall completes. A third down conversion. And Ymir Horn fumbles. Not our greatest showing. I do say so. Do we keep him out in the end zone? No, sir. I mean, that's good that we won, but I mean, credit to New Mexico State for making it interesting. They outscored us 24-14 in the second half after being shut out for the entire first half. That said, after this, after we started scoring, their highest chance of victory is down to like 11%. But I mean, Cade 18 of 30, 224 yards, one pick, one touchdown though. Hagen running the ball, we crushed it, but two fumbles. I mean, they out-sacked us. I got the same tackles for loss. Baby. I mean, don't get me wrong. Glad we won, but our offense is definitely in trouble with Caden McKee at quarterback, which is disconcerting because next year he's our quarterback also. Like, no matter what. Because if I bring in somebody for transfer, then I'm kind of in trouble. A commit already? Okay. Okay. First of all, how many points did So New Mexico State got about 255 to 355 points for each of their recruits. And we already have a commit. Corbin Hendricks. Get in the building. We were the only team out for him like the whole way through, essentially. Looking at his scouting, I mean, he's a depth guy. You know what I'm saying? I mean, he's got some decent speed, decent evasion. He's not particularly good at any defensive skill. So he's a guy that hopefully, he's going to redshirt his freshman year. His potential, if it goes up to like a B plus by the end of his redshirt freshman year, then we could see some of these numbers tick up. But hey, we got our first recruit in week 5. Sweet. All right. All right, let's just go to points ahead, see where we're at. Running backs. Yeah, I think Mosley at this point I'm waving the white flag. And then we're keeping pace. We're keeping pace with Northwestern and LSU for Hunter and Ramsey, and that's about all we can do. I mean, Hunter, if his overall goes up a little bit, it could be really good. My fear with Hunter is just his ball skills aren't great. Like, Zane Ramsey has better ball carrying vision and ball security by a lot. So that's just where we're at. All right. Wide receiver. Jace may commit soon. Well, shucks. Okay, if Jace is committing soon, then we can't count on him for the visit. Toledo just had their visit and they only got 30 points. Because college life was, that's terrible. Okay, Toledo, you should be ashamed. Okay, so since that is the case, I'm going to give a great pitch because If he recruits soon, I mean, he might not even get to his Miami visit. In which case, he's ours. And even then, Miami, they only did target player on. Okay, I'm not going to complain. All right, Samson just had Northwestern. See, look at this. You beat a team, FCS South. They lost 30 points for the game atmosphere, and they only got 50 points because they won against an FCS team. If it's even an unranked opponent, they would have 150 more points, and they'd be able to keep pace with us. But they just didn't. Which is wild to me. Okay. So yeah, Codona, that's where we're at. Alston, I'm just trying to keep pace, and hopefully our visit goes better, but I think Alston we might end up losing out on. I'll give a good pitch for Larson. And then O-line. Marshall offered a little bit of money to him. Does he care about money? No, not really. I think with Duke, I'm just going to give him a great pitch and pretty much leave it at that. Scout the kicker. I mean, he's not ready to start, but it is what it is. Oi, 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 oi. Charlotte. Phil, please. Relax. I insist. All right, defensive line now. Cool, Ohio. I think we're gonna lose the race with Ahmed. Ball State visit didn't go great. They only got 200 points, but they're not the one I'm worried about. I'm gonna up it to $1 million. And I'm going to give the ace pitch. That gives me 568. But I mean, Ohio, they nearly cut that in half. Wayne Grimes, Western Michigan, Northern Illinois, they're pushing hard for him. Oh, this could be legitimately troublesome. Actually, who do I care? Who do I want to win this game? If Northern Illinois wins, I need Northern Illinois to win this Week 10 game. Yep. I need that to happen. Elsewhere, looking down here, Willie Logan, Minnesota visit. See, only 216. They schedule. I don't understand. I don't understand why the AI does that. It legitimately makes no sense just in this game. I think if they took FCS teams out of this game, what do you really lose at that point? I don't think you lose anything. Screw it. That's too much money. Hold, please. There we go. All right. We'll offer Drew some monies. That brings me down to 3.3. All right, I'm cool with that. Bird gets a good pitch. Ferguson gets a good pitch. And that's all my pitches. Where am I at in the corner race? Not too worried. Oh yeah, Hawaii's visit from 2 weeks ago. They only got 155 points. They lost 100 for the game atmosphere. Hmm. Okay, I'm fine with that. Or am I? I'm not fine with that. Oh please. I'm not putting points into a kicker. And it's only 80 more than what I'd get otherwise, but I think that's still the correct call, as it were. All right. But that is that. I think I will stop the stream here. That way I can start next week with the OSU game. Tyrell Dobbs, by the way, is back from injury. So he can go back to being our wide receiver 3, as is our want. But yeah, I think I'll stop the stream here. Overall, successful stream, I'd say. We got 4 games in. Beat Big Ten opponents, Illinois, Iowa, then Penn State humbled us a bit. We had a bounce back win against New Mexico State. And then we have OSU, who are currently ranked. Oh, they lost. Who'd they lose to? They lost to Western Kentucky? They only scored 6 points? And it was at home. Oh, Western Kentucky. How'd they do it? Well, OSU was 2 for 13 on third down. They were 4.8 on pass yards per attempt. Oh, they can be killed. Yeah. Suddenly, we have a blueprint for success. Interesting. All right. So we'll start the stream with that game. I'll be live on Thursday, same time as usual, 11 a.m. I will probably get. I think I'll probably do the same thing. Try to get through 4 games, maybe only 3. We'll see how it shakes out. There's also a chance that if we beat OSU, we will probably be ranked. I'd wager, because then we'll be 5-1 with a ranked win. Actually, that's a good point. Where are we in the rankings right now? Where are we at? We're 30. We went down 1. We won the game. Whatever. I mean, if we win, we'll probably be ranked. Okay. Something to play for here. But thank you all for watching, whether live or on the Twitch VOD. Again, in case you missed it at the beginning, I now have a YouTube channel with the same name, Turnover Carbon, which will house my Twitch VODs on there as well, since Twitch automatically deletes the VODs after 2 weeks. So if you fall behind or want to catch up, the VODs are on YouTube as well. But thank you all for watching. I'll see you on Thursday.